Oh, hello. I think we're live. I think we've got volume. Yeah, it looks like we have volume. Hello, old man bird and tiger stripes. Hello and welcome. No, it's not Rod. It's me, Canadian Spider Man. Hello, tiger stripes. Yeah, well, it's only just past midnight here, so yeah, why not go for it? I just got home. I still have a couple of pieces of wood to burn, and still have a beverage or two. So let's turn on the camera here. And well, yeah, okay, let's turn on the camera and get the. I haven't started it yet, but I've got it prepped, and I'm at a different location. Let's turn on the camera. Different location. All right, here we go. All right, let's get this fire going. Hello and welcome. Yeah, I'm working on it, Tiger Stripes. Hey, good, good. I'm glad you're still awake. First of all, priorities. Let's get some fluids in us. Oh, that camera's a bit low. I don't think we need to see that much of my crotch. And here's a here's an extra old stock adult beverage. Oh, hey, holy shit, DJ Play Nice. Hey, good morning, Canadian Spider-Man. Thanks for popping up. Hope you can hear me. Okay, I gotta get this fire going. I've got some. Hello, hey, Miskatonic Bandman. Hello and welcome. We're in a different location now, not far from the old location, but I've got a bunch of scrap wood here that I need to burn, and I think fire ban is gonna come soon. So let's get this fire started, shall we? There. If I've done it right, it should be just as easy as that. That should be ready to go. Let's welcome some people in the chat here. Oh, hey, DJ Play Nice, as I said, Miskatonic Madman. Hopefully, you can hear me okay. Everyone's saying hello. Oh, 5x5. Hey, thanks, DJ Play Nice. Awesome. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Hey, Tiger Stripes. I'm glad. I think you said you can join Jill and Carla and I the day after tomorrow for our chocolate live stream taste comparison. Here's a little trivia question. Coincidentally, and I did not know this. Do you know what today is? I bet you. I bet you DJ Play Nice knows what today is. I've got to attend to this fire here. Just give me a second. Uh, DJ Play Nice says Canadian Spider-Man, different locale for tonight or new from now on? No, this is a different locale from tonight. I can't use the other spot right now. It's inaccessible, really. But so this is a different location here. But basically the same property. We're not far from the other location. Cheers. Welcome. Sashi. Sashi, do you know what? Oh, Sashi, hello and welcome. And Tiger Stripes does know what today is. Sashi says hello. And Old Man Bird says every day is chocolate day at my house. And that is the same here, Old Man Bird. The same here, my friend. Tiger Stripe says, I don't want to cut into your chocolate stream. It's National Chocolate Day. And yesterday now, was Ringo's 85th birthday. Well, it's, I guess 19 minutes ago, the day ended. It is National Chocolate Day. And Tiger Stripes, I would love to have you with Carla and Jill, if you want to. If you have any interest in chocolate, and I believe you do, it's just a hunch. Welcome, everybody. Oh yeah, see, this fire's going all right, but I've just got a lot of debris that I want to take care of before the fire ban comes on. Just the more fuel we can get rid of before forest fire season the better. Tiger Stripes, I see you. You'd love to? Okay, I figured you were a chocolate person. But I need to do some research. I think today was National Chocolate or International Chocolate Day, World Chocolate Day, because chocolate was introduced in Europe in the year 1550. I believe it was 1550. And if I had to guess which country introduced it, my money's probably on Belgium. And Tiger Stripe says, yes, I'm 53% chocolate myself. Hey, coincidentally, that's my age. See, if you set the fire upright, you just need a little flick of the Bic and boom. So birch bark. Birch bark was the key to that. And well, dry wood. But yeah, I just want to burn some of this. And I figured, why not turn on the camera? Why the hell not? It's been a little while since I've had a campfire stream. And I think we're going to probably have a fire ban here. It hit 30 degrees Celsius. That's probably 90 Fahrenheit today. Same thing with tomorrow. So unless we get some rain here, I can see them calling in a fire ban. Oh, okay. Sashi, I see your comment. I'll read it just a second there. That's important. Okay, so Sashi in the chat says, and yes, I do need. Tiger Stipe says, yeah, I'm 53% chocolate myself. That's fantastic. Good. I'm glad you can join. I'd love to have you. So that's day after tomorrow. That's Thursday night travel talk with Spidey, folks, with special guest co-hosts, anti-derivative Jill, Carla Burton, and Tiger Stripes. So Sashi in the chat says, no idea about today. That's World Chocolate Day. Yesterday was the birthday of a Japanese dude named Tsuburaya. Tsuburaya. I've not heard that Japanese name before. He co-created Godzilla and Ultraman, one of the original guys in suits wrestling in a scale model city. Well, holy shit. I think, thank you, Sashi, for that. I think we can raise a glass around the campfire for that gentleman. Yeah. Wow. Let's get it. Tsuburaya-san. San means sir, basically. Well, or ma'am, if you're talking to a woman. Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you for that, Sashi. Everyone is saying hello. DJ Plain Nice says, how many cards do you have ready for? Oh, cords do I have ready for this winter? About 1.5. I might get 2 because when it gets cold, dude, I am not spending the winter here in Canada. I've spent probably 47 or 46 winters in Canada. That's enough. I will be heading south at some point, so I will only be burning maybe 2 cords. But typically around here, it's like 6. Yeah. Oh, hey, Jason Fox. I saw you stream earlier, my friend, at 450 Studios. Glad to have you here, Jason. And Tiger Stripe says, Canadian Spider-Man, what time on Thursday, please? I've set it for 10 p.m., the normal time, 10 p.m. Pacific. So that'd be midnight Central, normal time that I usually do my travel talks. I've tried to do it earlier, and I just can't seem to. It's just too busy around here. I can't do it before 10. Oh, holy shit. DJ Play Nice, you are awesome. Thanks for that, DJ Play Nice. Wicked. That is awesome. Midnight it is. Yeah, if you're up at 2 in the morning, I figured you'd. Oh, wait a minute. Why is my computer about to lose power? Hang on. I have a laptop battery issue here. I gotta check to see why it's not plugged in. Just a second. Admire the fire while I technical difficulties here. Oh, that should be. Okay, yeah, okay, we're golden. Okay, good. Power cord was just a little wee bit loose. No comment. Thanks for that. Thanks for that, DJ Play Nice. That's awesome. So yeah, I just wanted to have a little bit of fire here, and just have a little bit of a chance to wind down for the evening, see who was up. I figured I'd see Jason Fox. I mean, because it's 8 in the morning, I think, over where you are, 9 in the morning over in Scandinavia. Tiger Strips, I'm not surprised to see you up at this hour. DJ Play Nice the same. Lemon Pie should be showing up any moment now. Sashi, of course, because you're. I don't even. It's probably. Are we still in the? Is it the 8th of July, Sashi? Are you on the 9th already? And Old Man Bird, yeah, I figured you'd be up. Say the word chocolate, and I think you've got my attention, and probably Old Man Bird's as well. So that's fantastic. And Sashi says, Mrs. Dadman Walking 55 has a weekly show where she does birthdays. I contribute a lot of obscure Asian people that made stuff. That is so cool. That is awesome. Well, Sashi, I am a particular Japanophile. I've lived there for a year and a half, and I was engaged to one for 12 years. Living with her for 12 years. Engaged for 6, I think. But yeah, I'm a big Japanophile. So if you want to talk Japan or Asia in general, I'm very keen on that. Absolutely. Old Man Bird says at least four poor souls searching the internet for a nice stream. Lemon Pie should be here soon. See, I said that before reading this comment, Old Man Bird. Lemon Pie's ears are burning. Tiger Stripe says, I'm up late tonight singing karaoke, but I stop at 2 a.m. now. I ought to be in bed, really. Yeah, probably me too. We're not going to go long here, my friend. Old Man Bird says, I was thinking exactly the same thing. Lemon Pie is always on the hunt for a stream. Oh, okay. It is 3:36 p.m. on the 8th of July. Well, it is 12:27 a.m. That's weird, according to my computer. 12:28 a.m. on July 8th. So that is interesting. You're okay. 15 hours and 10 minutes ahead. 8 minutes ahead. But yeah, fantastic. Glad to have you here, Sashi. Glad to have you here. Suzanne! I didn't expect to have you up, but I'm glad you are. You were another name that I thought might be here in the chat here. And DJ Play Nice, I'll highlight that. Hopefully you can hear a little bit of the crackle of the fire. Oh, you know what? I reduced the background noise. Let's change that setting right now. Let's go to settings, audio, reduce background noise. No, we want to not. And let's boost my microphone volume to maximum. There. Does that change anything, folks? Is that better or worse? Please let me know. I'll try and make it better for you. DJ Play Nice says, I know Mexico seems like last week now, but when is your next travel planned? Can we start planning cities for your U.S. tour in 26? Well, DJ Play Nice, Carla Burton said that she's going to be in Texas in October in 2025, this fall. So if Carla's going to come all the way to visit Sean and pick up her model from Sean, I think the least I can do is come down from Canada. So I'm thinking Texas this October, my friend, for an international trip. And after that, I'd still like to go to Greece this year. We'll see what happens. Yeah, definitely Texas and maybe Greece in late 2025 or early 2026. And saying hello, welcome. Suzanne, you're always up all night. Yeah, I tend to be up quite a bit as well. Old Man Bird is good. Tiger Stripes saying hello. Suzanne says hello. Jason Fox from 540 Studios. Yes. Did I say 450 Studios? I did. 540 Studios. Sorry, Jason. It's been a long evening. This is only beer number 3, though. So, Tiger Stripes says, DJ Play Nice. CSM can't openly plan traveling to the U.S. because his folks are nuts. This message will explode in 60 seconds. You know what, Tiger Stripes? Hi. This is... I can't be kept in Canada any longer. I just acquired this. I can't be held captive. I can go anywhere I want now. This is my sailboat. I am free. Shout out to Migs. And Nat, of course. Eugene Bird says hello, says Suzanne. DJ, hello. Everyone's saying hello. Tiger Step says, Carla, ooh, I have to be there for that. When in October? Oh, she told me October 12th to the 25th, but don't take my word for that. It was quite late at night. DJ Playdice says it boosts the amplitude. It boosts the amplitude a bit and restores some lost high and end. So it's a great setting choice for hearing the fire. Okay, well, thank you, DJ Playnice, and you are definitely someone that would know about that. And why is my camera? Wow, that is terribly low quality all of a sudden. Don't sleep much, CSM, says Suzanne. Yeah, I get that. Sometimes I don't either. That is really terribly focused here. What is going on here? Focus. Focus. There we go. Yeah, I think this microphone and camera have seen too many campfires. It's probably time to replace them before too long. Where will you fly into? Well, holy crap. Now you're asking me to commit. I'm not a big fan of commitment. Clearly. I'm not sure. I just found out yesterday that Carla was flying to Texas, so I have to look into it. Wherever the cheapest is, probably from Kelowna, British Columbia, maybe Houston or Austin. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Tiger Stripe says, "Oh, honey, don't make me worry about you in a sailboat." Oh, no, it's fine. My dad taught me how to sail in 1978, and I'm sure it's just like riding a boat, a bicycle. I'm sure it's just the same. It's got two sails, and a boom, and I know all about the boom. This is a laser. This is a famous sailboat called the Laser. Well, not this particular one, but this brand of sailboat is called the Laser. This is actually a Laser 2. And yeah, it's known for whacking people with the boom. When might you have a degree certificate in accounting? Next spring. Old Man Bird. I'm still working on on my courses, so it's got to be another 10 months at least. How many feet is your boat? Damn. I don't know. Looking at it, 12 feet. Maybe 14. 14 at the most. So under 4 meters. Does that help? About, yeah. Oh, no, under 5 meters. About 4.5 meters. Oh, let me hang on. I've got to add more to the. I got to add more to the campfire here. There. There, that should. See, I won't. Sorry about adjusting the camera there. I won't. I won't do that again. And what kind of sales am I running? I have no idea. They came in a big bag. I saw a picture of them. One is triangular. The jib, of course, is triangular, and then it's a laser. So the typical sale for a laser is like it's like a parallelogram, but not evenly sided, like a polygon parallelogram. Now I'm just throwing up. Where's anti-derivative Jill when you need her? Damn it, Jill, where are you? You're probably not sleeping. But I don't know. They're not canvas. They're modern sails, whatever material that's made out of. See, I haven't sailed since 1978, DJ Play Nights. Although this boat is circa 1978. It's the original. Sashi says, there's a Japanese dude by the name of Shuji Nakamura that created the commercially viable blue LED. Ooh, there's a YouTube video all about that. You're right. It's a half-an-hour video, and it's incredible because blue is incredibly hard to make. Sashi continues saying it led to most of our modern tech too. It did, because with blue, that gives you all the primary colors, and they needed blue to make everything else. You're right, but blue is incredibly hard because of shit. I watched the video, and it was a while ago. But yeah, it's an incredible story. Yeah, that guy's incredible. Yeah, Shuji Nakamura. Yes. Suzanne says, CSM, I'll pay you to do my taxes from now on. Well, I need to be certified first, Suzanne. But actually, the emphasis on my when I do hang my shingle on the side of the wall here, my focus is going to be on helping Canadians pay as little taxes as possible. That is going to be my mantra. Yes, that is going to be the focus. Legally, helping Canadians and Canadian businesses pay as little taxes as legally possible, as legally allowable. That's the business model. Cool. Laser. I'll look it up. Yeah, DJ Planice. It's a Laser 2. The Laser 1 was 1974. The Laser 2 was 1978. But, I mean, this is going on. I didn't look this up. This is not you. That's from the noggin. That's from the memory. That's not from the internet. So I could be wrong on that. I know when I saw them. Oh, I'm hiding the fire here. Suzanne says, Eugene Bird, I'm not joking. I am an utter retard when it comes to taxes. I am a hell of a great nurse, but fuck taxes. Yes, Suzanne, I get it. Fire closer to the house? Yeah, Ray Lucard. Actually, I'm pretty close to my wood pile, but fortunately the water hose is right here too. And hey, Ray Lucard. Cheers and welcome to see you. Yeah, it's a slightly different location here. Good to see you. Welcome. I'm your first paying client then. Suzanne, oh, you got it. You got it. I will take you up on that. But let me get certified first. I got to know what I'm doing a little more. DJ Play Nice says, dude, you were dead nuts on. The Laser 2 is 14.42 feet, 4.4 meters long, 4.67 feet wide beam. That's 1.42 meters. And it was introduced in 1978. Dude, that's just going, like, I'm just looking at it and telling you it's like 14 feet long. Because I'm in construction, so I have to know that sort of shit a little bit. And I have been doing it since, 1986, I think, is when I started learning to use the tape measure. And, yeah, 1978, I remember I was like 6 years old, But that was just a guess out my ass. Good. Fucking A, good. See, I don't always talk shit. Only half the time. Thanks, DJ Play Nice. That's awesome. So, hey, DJ Play Nice, if you want to come be co-pilot, dude, if you want to come be, I'm not shitting you. I'm dead serious. DJ Play Nice, I know enough about you. If you want to come be co-pilot, man, we can have a time on that.
This is not a sailboat stream, though. This is supposed to be a campfire stream. We could do a sailboat stream later. That is cool. All right, thanks for that, DJ Play Nice. That is awesome. Well, I wasn't dead on. I mean, 14. I said 14 feet, 12 or 14, 14.42. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. Sashi says the dude was like a real life Tony Stark. Yes, Nakamura, Nakamura-san. They didn't support him at all, and was trudged along till he got it done. Then tried to screw him on the royalties. That is true. They didn't support him because so many others had tried to do it and failed. And he collaborated. He was in communication with other people, and he had figured out where they had gone wrong. And it's a whole fascinating story, Sashi. I am so glad that you know about Mr. Nakamura-san. Ray Lucard, everyone saying hello. Is he going to need a bigger boat? No, I'm not. No, that one is, see, I want to be fast and maneuverable. The Laser 2 has a reputation for being fast. It also has a reputation for hitting people in the head with the boom, but that's okay. I've got helmets. But yeah, I'll be under the radar, so to speak, and all good. Suzanne says, I'm roasting over here tonight, CSM. It's hotter than the Devil's Cooch. Well, or Coach. I'm sure that says Coach. That's part of the reason why I'm out here. It's still like 25 degrees Celsius, so that's 80 Fahrenheit, I guess, or high 70s maybe. So I just thought Elfman Bird is happy, of course. Usually. Nemesis! Good to see you, Nemesis of Eden. Excellent to see you, friend. Nemesis of Eden says, being able to eye things up is important to a tradesman. You're darn right it is. You're darn right. I mean, obviously measure twice, cut once, but just looking at something, because when you're walking to, you know what it is? It's not that I can look at a building and do estimates by eye. No, you've always got to put a tape measure on it. Anyone that does an estimate, gives you an estimate just eyeing things up, don't go with them. They got to put a tape measure on it. And they got to explore it. I've heard of roofers doing estimates with drones now. No. You got to set foot on the roof. So how do you know? Is it plywood, wood structure underneath? Is it board decking? It makes a difference. How many layers of shingles are on there, or metal? What's under the metal? So no, you can't do it with a friggin' drone. Don't be lazy. What kind of flashing is there? Do you have step flashing? Do you have one piece flashing? You got to know. But what it is handy for being able, and where I did learn to eye things up just to 12 foot or 10 foot or 14 foot, is when you're grabbing lumber. When you're working with a team and someone yells, hey, I need a 10-foot long 2x6, and you're going up to a pile of stacks of lumber, and there's 8-foot lumber and there's 10-foot lumber and there's 12-foot lumber. You got to know the difference, just by looking at it. It makes a difference. And just if you do it for enough time, exactly, it is important. Absolutely. Because if they ask for a 10-foot piece of wood and you show up with an 8-foot piece of wood, I mean, that, you're going to get made fun of and your tools will probably go missing. Good to see you. Sashi says, I'm a certified landlubber. Can't help with the boat. Oh, okay. Well, maybe DJ Play Nice can. Everyone's saying hello. Good to see you. Man, there's quite a few of the old friends up tonight. Amazingly awesome. Zero complaints. All that is awesome to hear, Suzanne. So good to hear you. And it's not cold, right? No, it's Cooch. She says, yeah, it is Cooch. You're right. Suzanne, I'm not sure the devil has a Cooch. Well, yeah. I once knew. Well, that's a story for another time. Great to see you too, Spidey. Nemesis of Eden says, glad to finally catch your stream. Hey, this wasn't even planned, but it's a little warm to sleep. Although I do prefer the heat, and I've got to burn all this stuff here, so I've got to add it to the fire actually right now. She does, says Suzanne. Suzanne might know. Knows things more than I do. DJ Play Night says, hey, I'm still good at some dimensions, especially those as they related to the landscaping company I had. Ooh, that's interesting. And I'm still freaking outstanding in gram weight up to 28. Well, isn't that a coincidence? That's very coincidental, my friend. The devil does wear Prada, Suzanne says to Tiger Stripes. Tiger Stripes says, Canadian Spider-Man, ooh, I think I need to pay you to do the roof here. Well, that is my expertise. I had my own business back on the East Coast. That's how I put myself through university a few decades ago. And I had my business for a while, and I was taught by one of the only licensed roofing instructors in all of the East Coast. And yeah, he was fantastic. Still talk to, shout out to Merle. Still talk to that man. But yeah, I've been doing it for a while. I keep trying to get out of it, but everybody needs a roof, you know. But that's awesome, Susan. You know what, Tiger Stripes? I will be coming down to Texas, as I said, in October. So if you can hang on till October, we'll talk about it then. And I work for beer and pizza and barbecue, so that's a good deal, right? I work for Texas barbecue and beer. Suzanne says, Tiger Stripes, I need a new roof big time. Well, shit, Suzanne, we're gonna have to make a pilgrimage out to see you as well. Rod Thunderheart, I bet you he'd be good at helping me with that. Sashi says, I'm only good with estimating lens thicknesses based on prescription and frame time. Well, Sashi, last couple of streams you were showing your scientific expertise, and you were, you made us quite aware of just what a scientific mind you have, my friend. So that's, we need that too. And I do love the sciences. As much as I like working with my hands, that's why I'm getting into accounting. I got to start working with my brain a little more. And I do like numbers and science. Foundation repair too, says Tiger Stripes to Suzanne. Well, you know what? I recommend putting your house up on bamboo stilts. That will cool it down, just like the Indonesians and Malaysians, I think. Nemesis of Eden Games here at his YouTube stream. Hey, thanks, DJ Planets. That is awesome. Man, thank you for doing that. Suzanne says, Tiger Stripes, what the fuck? We are living in the same house. Probably, eh? All right, I'm going to put some more on the fire, but I will read this before I go. Nemesis of Eden says, I'm great when it comes to eyeballing up sheet metal stuff. Ooh, sheet metal work. I love working with metal, my friend. And rooms. But you are correct. Measure twice, cut once. Bingo. Only after you stuck your head in the ceiling to see if it can even work. Hey, okay. All right. You mentioned ceilings and you mentioned sheet metaling. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're HVAC. That is awesome. Yeah, ducting and sheet metal, man, I've done some of that. Let me tell you, that is a skill. So yeah, we're gonna get. I gotta stand up because my ankle. I'm sitting on my feet. My ankle's falling asleep. So I left my chair out at the other side. So let's get some more wood on this puppy, and I will come back to the comments. Hey, I'm glad you're all in the chat. Thank you so much. I'm thinking, yes, it says you are living in the same house. Yeah, he is a rock star. You're damn right, Nemesis. I'd pay you properly and pizza. Well, Tiger Stripes, that's awesome. But not until I prove I know what I'm doing, Not until we have a conversation. For all you know, I could be some jackanini. Well, I'm definitely a jackanini, but I could be a jackanini that doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, man, there's so much to burn here. I also don't want to add too much to put it out. Like, I don't have much of a foundation yet. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll get that going a little better. And so hopefully you can start to hear some of the crackling. I mean, this is all pretty dry. It's just a lot of it is bark. And bark, I guess, holds a little bit of moisture, so it doesn't burn quite as nicely. But we'll throw some. I mean, it'll take a second, but it will pick up again. I kind of smothered it a little bit, to be honest. I did smother it a little bit there. Okay. That's all. Thank you, Tiger Stripes. That's awesome. Um, let's get me to Texas first is the idea, right? Get me to Texas first. But yeah, it's a funny story actually. My high school sweetheart, her father owned a roofing company when 1980. Ooh, this is going back to 1987 in high school, and I needed work for the summer, and she said, "Oh, why don't you come work for my dad?" And my dad was a lawyer, and so he was a little skeptical about me doing manual labor because better to work with your brain, I think, in his mind. But anyway, I started roofing with him, and in the winter snow plowing, ended up putting myself through school doing that. And he folded a company like 5 years later, and I sort of took I went off on my own really, and I had my own business, and that's how I funded my later years in school, plus a few scholarships, which was handy. And it was great to learn how to. I mean, once you learn the principles of roofing, I mean, really, you can go anywhere in the world. I can go to friggin' Jamaica and start doing roofing because as long as gravity, as long as gravity continues to flow the same way, the principles are the same, you know. And I have roofed in Australia for a day and a half, and those frigging clay tiles were too. I said I was backpacking around at the time, and I said, you know what, it's not worth it, and so I ended up just moving on, and I think we ended up stuffing watermelon vodka in a watermelon that night, which I think I've showed a picture of that on stream at one point. I know I have, but yeah. And did I do roofing in Japan? I was up on a roof. I don't know if I actually got paid to do it. I got paid to do some roof work in Mexico and in Eastern Canada and Western Canada, up in Whistler Ski Resort, up in the hotels. Okay, let's get back to the chat. Sorry. Old Man Bird says, Sashi, I wanted to make a joke about judging length, but it didn't work out. Didn't go. Oh, but it didn't pan out. Suzanne said, CSM, I could keep you in work for months with everything that needs to get done here. Oh, well, geez, I got nothing keeping me here. I got to go look for a job here soon, Suzanne. So, you know what? That's not, dude, if you're serious, I haven't actually gone and looked for work yet. I could come out your way. Mind you, it is so nice here. I do enjoy being here. But yeah, you know what? I thought about going out of British Columbia. It's a little bit expensive here. I've thought about doing that. And I do have my own RV. It's just over there. So I could easily come out and I'd have my own place to stay with me. Nemesis of Eden says, I hate working with numbers. LOL. It's not my strong suit, but I love me some sciences too. Man, I love sciences. Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. House on Stilts. It's amazing, actually, says Suzanne. Yeah, it absolutely is. I spent some time in Queensland. That's Eastern Australia. That's where the Great Barrier Reef is. Brisbane is in the south part of Queensland, not too far north of Sydney. And Queensland goes all the way up to Cairns, or Cairns, it's spelled, but pronounced Cairns, in the north, up near Cooktown. And that's pretty dangerous territory up there. But yeah, fantastic. But the Queenslander is a style of, because Queensland is fairly tropical, especially far north Queensland, FNQ they call it, is really tropical. It's a World Heritage Site up there near Cape Tribulation and the Great Barrier Reef, naturally. There's a couple of them up there. But yeah, they put the house, the point is a Queenslander style house has a veranda or a covered porch that goes all the way around, like most of the house, like all four sides, or almost all four sides of the house. And in Brisbane, well, Murwillumbah. It was south of Brisbane in a little town called Murwillumbah, right on the border with New South Wales. I was staying with this Hare Krishna girlfriend of mine, and she was cool. Uh, but the house that she was staying at was on stilts. It was a Queenslander style house with the veranda all the way around, and it was up on stilts. And we would park the car underneath the house to keep it in the shade, but it also kept all the insects and bugs away because the house was up on stilts, and it keeps it cooler as well because you have a wind underneath blowing. And I've seen that style of house in Thailand, in Vietnam, other parts of Australia. I'm sure they've got it in Malaysia and Philippines as well. But yeah, that's on stilts. I wasn't kidding. I'm serious. It does keep you cool. Yeah, and Suzanne, I bet you have some. Yeah, I bet you've seen houses on stilts as well. I'm sure. You seem to know quite a few things. So okay, all right. So Nemesis says, "Yeah, bro, I'm a journeyman sheet metal worker. Total of 10 years in HVAC. Yeah, man, that is an awesome trade. HVAC is so important because the more and more they build houses airtight, the more you've got to control the climate inside, and that means you need an HVAC technician. So that's heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. HVAC. Tiger Stripe says, Canadian Spider-Man, now you've already spoken tonight of the importance of measuring and flashing. That puts you in the lead right there. Oh, well. Okay. Fair enough. Yep, that's true. I do know. I never go with the one-piece flashing on a shingled roof. I mean, a lot of people, it's nice to put like a 12-foot just angled piece of metal up against the wall and just put your shingles down and glue them all with tar. And yeah, no. It's quicker, yes, but no. You need an individual piece of angled step flashing. It's called stepped flashing. An individual piece of flashing for every course of shingle. Shingle flashing. And that way it layers down. You know, as long as gravity works, you don't need any tar. No tar is required. Yeah, I get a little upset at that because I'm the guy that has to come and pick out all the friggin' tar. You don't need tar if you have gravity. You do not need tar ever. Just no. Anyone? Oh, you need it for no. Just no. No, you don't. Oh, you need it. No, you don't. No tar if you have gravity. A little passionate about that. Sorry. It's been a few decades. I'm committed to it now. I'm emotionally involved in roofing, obviously. What's the difference between a jackanape and a jackknape? Real question. Jackanape. I think I've heard that. Jackanape is usually the go-to word. I don't know a jackanape. You know, maybe I've heard it, but that's a damn good question. That is also a serious question for me. I do not know. Sashi says, I used to try and look up all I could about science, particularly physics. I know enough not to trust anyone that says they completely understand about quantum physics because no one completely understands. Dude, no, they don't. And everyone, if they want to sound smart, they just throw quantum into it. If they want to try and sell you something and the advertiser wants to sound smart, they literally throw the word quantum. They have no idea what they're talking about. I'm vaguely familiar with it, but no, certainly not anyone understands it. DJ Play Nice in the chat said, wow, that camera focus is just really shitty tonight. I need a new camera, folks. DJ Play Nice says, Sashi, math, theoretical or abstract, is the only thing that math interests me. I suck at everything arithmetic, but as it veers towards the theoretical and philosophical, I'm in. Yeah, I hear exactly what you're saying, DJ Play Nice, and I'm a big fan of the philosophical and theoretical. And holy shit, Captain Rusty Rivers. This is a real, true life captain, folks. Captain Rusty Rivers says, hey, I see a boat back there. My friend, I was just saying, this is I bet you know this boat, Rusty Rivers. This is a Laser 2 from 1978. I was 6 years old. My neighbor had one of these. My dad would always take us over. And yeah, this is a laser too. It is definitely a boat. So this is my freedom. Trudeau and his ilk cannot keep me in Canada any longer. I am a free man with this. I'm gonna sail to Texas, damn it, from Vancouver. Sashi says, I knew I was a nerd when I first saw a large-chested, small-waist woman as a teen. The first thought I had was the effects of weight on her spine. That is not a joke, Sashi. That, yes, agreed. That's a real thought. That is absolutely agreed. Suzanne says, I've done roofing before. That's how I become a drunk. Yeah. Yes. Yep. You know about roofers then, don't you? You already know about roofers. Wow, the spelling on my message there. Yeah, it's okay, Nemesis. We got you, buddy. That's okay. It wasn't that bad. I'll read through it. You don't need to correct yourself. Suzanne says, I'm scared of heights, buddy, so I had to drink for Burpee to get on the roof. Yeah, wow. The older I get, the more nervous I am of heights, just because I've seen so many YouTube videos of failing roof fails. Sashi, you must be intelligent indeed. Old Man Bird, Sashi is intelligent, or at least can type intelligently. Suzanne says, I will DM you, brother. There is work for a man that wants it here. For sure, no lack of employment on for affordable housing. Wow. Well, I've got my house right over there. It's a 1978. Speaking of it's the same year as the boat. Holy shit, I just pieced that together. My RV, which is capable of towing this. I just finished the wiring package, so it's all legal. All the lights work. It's a 1978 as well, with a 440 engine. That is awesome. That is my house. I'm bringing my boat. Are there lakes, Suzanne, in Saskatchewan? I'm bringing my boat. Sashi says, DJ Play Nice, my dad was the math guy. I gave him a free ride. They gave him a free ride to study maths. But he was the eldest son and had to quit school to work and help the family. He finished high school 2 years early. Holy shit, Sashi. Well, good on your dad. Nemesis says, I was going to make a sheet metal joke about apprentices saying a 4-inch pipe is a 6-inch pipe. Says a lot about them, Old Man Bird. Yes. Yep. Yeah, you better know the difference between a 2x6 and a 2x4. Same thing in wood. Speaking of wood, DJ Playnight says, I did work on the house I lived in on Malcolm Island, BC. Ooh, where's Malcolm Island? I've been to a lot of places in BC, DJ Playnight. I do not know where that is. Interesting. As trade for renting it. Did some landscaping, plumbing, and general repair. Those are good skills. I figured you were a handy fucker. Had to subcontract part of the electrical, and that's when you lost both of your thumbs. I learned all about island time and how to practice patience. Oh, yeah, you know about island time. Okay. Yeah, island time. It's the same when you live on Vancouver Island. Or, I mean, living out in this remote location, we're practically on island time here. But that's a real thing. Yes, it is. That's awesome. All right, I'm going to have to look that up, Malcolm Island. I have an idea of maybe where it is. Everyone's, hello, Rusty Rivers, says DJ Planets. Suzanne says, Nemesis, do you know why women can't parallel park? Because men keep telling us this is 6 inches. Well, ooh, Suzanne. And you believe us. And Rusty Rivers is saying hello. Suzanne is saying hello. Oh, Sashi says, Old Man Bird, I was tested when I worked. They put me ahead of the national average. I consider myself just okay, though. Well, of course you do, because you're bashful. But glad to have you here. And you know what, man, you've proven yourself enough to have part of our conversation, my friend. Any fan of sciences, and the way I figured, I'm a lifelong student of science. I don't have PhD. Well, I don't have any PhDs in science, but I've been a lifelong observer of science. I've taken notes. We're talking old school scientists. We're talking scientists in the 1400s, 1500s. They also didn't have degrees or certificates, but As long as you follow the Socratic method of science, you know, um, then you're an amateur scientist, a student of science for sure. Do I believe in Ogopogo? Says Old Man Bird. Absolutely. There is Ogopogo is Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster's cousin, that is in Lake Okanagan, Lake Ogopogo. And Ogopogo is in a lot of businesses around here. You can see Ogopogo everywhere. And Rusty saying hello to Suzanne. Suzanne says, "Hells yeah, I've seen it twice." Oh, really? What did you see twice? Oh. What did you see twice? Oh, well, that's all right. That's okay. We'll find it again at some point. And Suzanne says, Saskatchewan in the land of lakes. Well, I figure. So, you know what? The boat is probably a good idea for the lakes then. And Suzanne says, last roof I did was my parents' roof in Saskatchewan. I was so lit, I fell through the roof, landing on my mother's couch. Let me tell you, my daddy was in big shit that day. Yeah, ooh, no kidding. DJ Play Nice says, 1978, a perfect pair, retro cool. Hashtag retro cool. Yeah, man. That's a 1978 Dodge with a 440 engine in it. It's got a hot showers, propane stove, a heating unit. It's the shit. It is absolutely the shit. Yeah, 100%. And tire is for flat roofs. Exactly. Yep, exactly. DJ Planas, you got it. Old Man Bird says, Suzanne, I'd enjoy hearing your account stories on a stream. Yeah, absolutely. So would I, Suzanne. And you know what? Suzanne has been on my streams before, and we'll arrange something. That's a great idea. I would like to have you on, Suzanne, and we'll have a roofing talk. And Mrs. Avita says, and trapping dinosaurs, DJ Play Nice. Oh dear. One day, Eugene Bird, says Suzanne. Due to the term nano, big selling point. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, quantum, nano, same thing. Exactly. Sashi says, in Malaysia, they put houses on stilts for heat management. Yeah. Flood protection. Oh, yeah, that's another reason. Thank you. Flood protection and wildlife. I was at a cousin's house, and we were visited by a tiger roaming under the house. Wow. Well, you could jump on its back with, like, a machete. Like, pointy end first. Unless that's illegal. Then forget I said that. Sashi says, can't imagine a tiger just rolling by. Yeah, well, we've got mountain lions. My brother has got photos of two mountain lions going underneath his porch, his front porch, and underneath the kids' trampoline a few years ago. And then he got big dogs. Good idea. Yeah, like big. I mean, their backs were touching the underside of the trampoline, so that'll give you an idea. Suzanne says, Sashi, the last house we had was on stilts, so I had parking under both ends of the house. Nice. Fantastic. Okay, and here we go. This one here. Sashi says, DJ Plain Eyes, we could hear it moving about under us. The floor had a small hole in it, and we could see it. Not enough to shoot through, I guess, eh, Sashi? I guess you need two holes for that. They only come down at night when no one's around. Wow. Okay. DJ Plain Eye says, my 75 Dodge Tradesman had a 460. Oh, holy gas hog. Yeah. This 440, man, I don't go very far. I just go, there's a lake close to here. Sugar Lake's not far. I just take it out to the lake. Yeah. I once took this to Kelowna where PvP lives. It was $100 to get there in fuel and $100 to get back. Mind you, I did like that RV will do 120, and the motor wanted to do more. The canopy, the awning didn't want to, but the engine wanted to do more than 120. It was just phenomenal. Dodge Tradesman, yeah, there's a lot of those around here. DJ Play Nice, a lot of those around here. Tiger Stripe says, great stories all around here tonight. I'm falling over, so it's good night for me. Take care. Canadian Spider-Man. See you Thursday. Thanks, Tiger Stripes. Hey, we're going to wrap it up here before long. We've been going almost an hour here, but I do need to burn some more stuff here. Uh, Everyone's saying good night. Tiger Stripes is saying good night. Malcolm Island is in the channel 4.5 hours north of Nanaimo. Okay, you know what? I figured it's up towards Comox. I figured it was up that area. Cool. Thank you, DJ Planas. Sleep well, says Nemesis to Tiger Stripes. Nemesis says Suzanne was saying this that she saw Ogopogo twice. I believe Spidey. Oh yeah, no, it's a thing up here. Absolutely. Suzanne says I've seen Ogopogo twice growing up on Okanagan Lake in Penticton. Yeah, absolutely, it goes way far south and way far north. Stark of Iron. Hey, Stark of Iron says greetings from my vacation. Leaving a like and a love. This nose streaming thing is nice. Hey, I'm glad to have you here, Stark of Iron. And if you just want to lurk there and hang out, buddy, I'm very happy to have you here. Thankfully, my gaming uploads and shorts are picking up the slack. Well, that is good to hear, Tony. And I have seen those, and people definitely check out Tony's gaming uploads and shorts. He's done a couple just recently that I went and saw. So everyone is saying hello. It's illegal to mess with tigers over here, says Sashi. Well, no doubt. I mean, people will get killed, right? And Nemesis saying hail. Okay. So I'll get right to you. I just got to add some to this fire here. Just hang on, folks. Ow, that was hotter than expected. There we go. All right, hopefully you can hear a little bit of the crackling, folks. Hopefully you can. Tony, Stark of Iron, I've got a boat. I just bought a sailboat, my friend. So if you can find your way up to the Okanagan, actually find your way up to Vancouver, man. I'll pick you up there. And we'll go sailing. I haven't sailed since I was like, 10 years old. So about 1980, really. So I got to relearn. Hopefully it's like a bicycle. Stark of Iron says, hey, good to see you too, Suzanne. Still a long time before I'll be doing a live stream again. But until I have established my channel and something else, best get used to my no singing policy. Okay, well, Tony, you know what? We were just talking about science. And I know Jill and I had a conversation not too long ago. We would love to have you on No Singing, just talking science, my friend. Because I remember you and Jill, when she mentioned that the other day. You and Jill did a talk, and what was it about? Planetary science and engines. I think you were talking about warp drives and things like that. And you guys were fascinating together. And I'd have to do some research, of course, but I would love to have, you don't have to sing, man. I would love to have a conversation on anyone's channel about that with you and Jill. But I'm nowhere near your level. DJ Playnight says, big cats, big cats, jungle or otherwise. Hell no, I'm out. Well, that's why we have big dogs here where I live and big pump actions. Stark DM me, I'm confused, says Suzanne. Okay. And Sachi says, The main danger from wildlife over here is from elephants. I think they're pronounced and spelled elephants. Homer Simpson is the expert on that. I think he says elephants. Though they cross the road, you learn not to honk at them. They will mess you up. I wrote, yeah, I believe it, Sashi. They are all muscle, and they are not to be trifled with. Um, you know, I mean, we think that a big diesel truck here, a big 8-cylinder diesel, is powerful. No, I sat on top of an elephant in India, in near where the bridge on the River Kwai was, near the River Kwai. Kanchanaburi is the town near the River Kwai, I think. Kanchana with a K, Kanchanaburi. Kanchanaburi, yes. And yeah, there's an elephant refuge there. And yeah, we took the elephant for a ride, my Irish girlfriend at the time and I, and we went down into the river a little ways in the back. It was just for tourists, but it was wonderful. They treated the elephants really well. You could tell the elephants were well cared for. The point is, they were strong as shit. They will absolutely mess you up. Even if you're in a vehicle, does not matter. The elephants will mess you up. I wonder if I probably have a photo of that somewhere on this laptop. DJ Play Nice says, I mistyped. It was the 440. Okay, you typed the 460, I think, didn't you? The 440. You did. Okay, same engine I've got, my friend. The Dodge 440. Yes, sir. It was a bit. All right, you said 460 Dodge, and I thought, well, I'm pretty sure the 440 is the biggest engine they made, the production engine. It got 8 miles per gallon. It got 8 miles per gallon, says DJ Play Nice. I can speak to that motor having more than enough grunt. Dude, it will pull my existing house sideways down the road if I wanted to, at any speed I wanted to. That engine just wanted to go. Absolutely. And my 440, it was only ever driven to the lake and back. It's got 32,000 original miles on it. 32,000 original miles, my friend. Gotta love it. And, oh, hey, Parrothead. Good to see you this hour. Good to see you up and about this hour for a little bonfire. We've been going for about an hour now. Saying hello to Parrothead. Everyone is saying hello to Parrothead. Suzanne says, DJ Planet. And then there's me. I'm like that kitty would make me a nice throw rug. Yes, Suzanne, exactly. You've got the eye for it, eh? You got the sharpshooter eye. Stark of Iron says, long story short, Suzanne, I'm leaving the singing to the people that did it first and do it good. The channel is rebranding to lore and gaming content. Okay, well, that is cool. Tony, you've got a following. We will follow you wherever, my friend. There will be a secret project with Alistor. Well, that is cool. Long form radio. Dude, that is awesome. Thanks, Tony. Thanks for sharing that. That is exciting. The ferry from Malcolm is in Port McNeil, says DJ Planet. Okay, I once worked with a friend, a fellow from Port McNeil. Yeah, I know, but that is up quite north. Yeah, I spent up some time up near Comox and you're up near Gold River up there. Wow, okay. Very cool. You're throwing out some names that I'm familiar with, DJ Planet. You know the northern part of the island. That's awesome. Love it. Hey, you like it, Tony? It's from 1978. It's a laser. It's a laser, man. So I think I need to mount lasers to it. Like, I have to have lasers on my laser, right? And actually, you're just the man to help me with that. Tony Stark of Iron, you are just the man to help me mount lasers on my laser. Fucking A, Tony. I'm glad you. And yeah, I don't know how many streams I'm going to show my boat. This might be just tonight. We'll see. I usually don't show my boat in public. Everyone's saying hello. Nemesis of Eden says, you're entertaining when you game. It will be interesting seeing what you play, Stark of Iron. I couldn't agree more, Nemesis of Eden. And he replies, Stark of Iron says, right now, Nemesis, it's Mortal Kombat Mugen. Excuse me. And Fallout 3 as Captain America. No commentary, just straight ahead content. Well, freaking A. Saxophone, Homer Simpson, says DJ Plainhouse. That's right. Saxophone. And elephant. That's right. And trampoline. I still say, see, I started saying that to my nephews and nieces, and I still say trampoline. Nemesis of Eden says, we got danger kitties, moose and bears here in Alberta. Yeah, you do. That is true. Stark of Iron says, don't cry, Suzanne. There will be a live radio broadcast hosted by Alistor. A playlist of copyright-free music and a few radio programs spritz throughout. Friggin' A, Tony, whatever you do, we will follow you. As long as you put the effort into it that you always do, my friend. And, and you know what? This is not a secret, Tony. We just like you. We like you. So that your personality alone is enough, my friend. And I'm not the only one that thinks that. I speak for many of us. Sashi says, a truck hit an elephant calf last month. The mother destroyed the truck, bent the cab out of shape. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, yeah. I believe that. Elephants and hippos scare me as much as lions. Yeah, probably more for me personally, Nemesis. Yeah, I mean, I would try and wrestle a lion. At least give it a fucking go. Try and wrestle a hippo or an elephant? Not going to happen. Not a chance. Danger kitties, says Old Man Bird. Exactly. Suzanne says, Sashi, I'm sure the mother did. They are super protective. Yeah, I'm sure she did wreck that truck. Stark Vine says, I know I'm going to lose live support, but I can't be a copycat. No, Tony, you do your thing, man. We will follow you. You will, you know what? What's that? Every time life shuts a door, there's a window that opens, my friend. And I know you believe that. So Suzanne says, Sashi, I worked with elephants when I was with the circus. Incredibly smart animals. Holy shit, Suzanne, you were with the circus. We've had this discussion before. A very good friend of mine, Nikki, she was with the circus in Mexico, probably 25 years ago now. But she was around with the circus. That's an amazing lifestyle. So you definitely know about elephants. Yes, absolutely. And what? Apologize to Old Man Bird. No, I don't think that's probably not necessary, Tony, but that's between you and him. None of my business. Sashi says, Suzanne, yeah, most of the older people know not to mess with them, the elephants. Problem is, usually the younger people that aren't used to the elephants. Ooh. Suzanne says, Stark, I can respect that train of thought. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Tony, yeah, if you want to take a break and you're probably not going to make any much more for a while, you take a break and do what you need to do, my friend. We still support you. Nemesis of Eden says, I look forward to your streams, even though I think you shouldn't worry about being a copycat. You're unique and no one holds the rights to streaming streams. But I'm looking forward to seeing where things take you. Absolutely. And yeah, Tony, follow your gut, my friend. But anyway, excellent. The characters will still be around. Good to see you. Singing streams, and yes, I agree. I'm there to see Tony. It doesn't matter what he's doing. Exactly. We're there to see Tony. Old Man Bird says, Stark Fire, just because one place makes pizza doesn't mean more places can make pizza. But we love your personality, as Canadian Spider-Man says. CSM ain't singing. No, I'm not singing. I think it's all better off if we don't sing. I used to go over on Jedi Bill's streams and sing with him occasionally. I do Banana Boat. Yeah, and Sarkovine says, I'll most likely be turning over my parody songbook to Toonbach too. Okay, well, fuck, you'd probably appreciate that, I'm sure, Tony. But yeah, whatever you choose to do, my friend. Absolutely. I'm smoking and enjoying too. So yeah, Rambo. Hey, same here, Nemesis. We're on the same page, my friend. We're in the same boat. A Monster Hash by Tony could be a number one Billboard single. Yes, absolutely. I like Monster Hash. That is a good one. And Suzanne says, yes, CSM. I was responsible for their care and training. The elephants, nice. Was that was the circus up here, wasn't it, Suzanne? I think you said. Man, I would love to have you, and you don't have to be on camera, just on the microphone is fine. I'd love to have you and my friend Nikki come on and talk about the circus one day. Wouldn't that be cool? That would be so cool. Actually, she might do it too. She just might do it. Yeah, I mean, you know her husband, Big Isaac. So yeah, we'll see about it. But yeah, uh, excellent. There, that's right, old man bird. Dale, yeah, banana boat. Otherwise, I don't sing. Yeah, I don't sing. I went singing karaoke in the Pemho once, the Pemberton Hotel, north of Whistler Ski Resort, little town of Pemberton. Shout out to Pemberton, and my friends there. Yeah, the Pemho. Everyone called it was a seedy type of hotel. It used to be. It's upscale now, but back in the day, man, you could walk in with puke on your shirt, and they would still let you walk in. But it was that kind of a place, and there was fights occasionally. But now it's cleaned up. It's not like that anymore. It's very nice now. But back in the day, and what was it? I was singing karaoke in front of, I don't know, 30 drunken people, and this girl talked me into it, and I should have said no, but this was back when I could be convinced to do things by girls. Uh, and it was Sonny and Cher. I got you, babe. And I chugged like 4 beer beforehand because I was so nervous, and then looked up the light. We didn't have phones at the time. How did I think I looked it up on my computer somehow the day before, and anyway, it was horrible. It was horrible. We didn't have phones at the time. I don't know how I got the lyrics, but anyway, it was just horrible. I got you, babe. I will never sing that song again. I don't care how cute she is. She was an Australian girl, actually. She was an Australian girl from Sydney. I wonder where she is. I guess I still see her occasionally around on the internets. What was her name? Her name was Faye. I think her name was Faye. Yeah. Awesome. Nemesis of Eden says, I'm terrified of the ocean and deep water. I'm not sure if I'm getting on a boat again. Dude, well, you probably wouldn't like scuba diving on the Galapagos Islands then, or probably not. Yeah, you probably wouldn't like the Great Barrier Reef then. But you know what? Lakes are cool too. Lakes are awesome, Nemesis. Did I eat already? Yeah, I did. I made some delicious local beef spaghetti with some vegetables out of my garden, actually. So it was quite nice. I did. It was Butt from Sarasota. Oh, Sarasota, the circus. Okay, cool. I don't know where Sarasota is. Sounds like it's in America. I don't think it's in Canada. Sarasota sounds like it's in America, like the Midwest, I'm guessing. Stark says, maybe I can record songs and send it to y'all rather than lives, yeah? Oh, dude. We'd be thrilled with that. Absolutely. And Suzanne says, yes, please, Tony. Got a lot of respect for the power of water. Dude, you're not wrong. You're not wrong there. Should I keep singing later on or give it up? Asking you guys. Tony. Well, what do you guys... Yeah. I mean, I think you should keep it up, Tony, later on. Maybe tone it down, maybe your frequency. But I like to hear you just talk to yourself, man. Not necessarily entertaining, but I like to hear you talk and just spit stuff that's on your brain. But that's just me personally. But I do like your parody songs, and you are good at writing parody songs. Cheers. This is the last beer of the evening, I think. Sashi says, I've also had to warn my nephew and niece to be careful with monkeys and civets that are around my place. They look small and playful, but they can usually mess you up. Yeah, well, especially if they have sharp claws and like rabies and other things like that. Yeah. All right, I've got to add more to the fire, folks. This is not good. And that is still blurry. That is blurry as shit. It looks blurry on my end. I do have a glasses cleaning little microcloth here. Maybe I can fix the blurriness. Yeah, I don't know if that's any better or not. I don't know if that's better or not. We'll see. Anyway, I'll add a little bit more to it. We'll go for a little bit longer. And Greek letters. Hey, Guten Morgen, Kindergarten. Hey, I see you, Greek letters. Just hang on a second. There we go. Yeah, that ought to spark up there a little bit. Okay. Suzanne said, Nemesis, I should, but foolishly I don't. Respect for the water. Yeah, well, it's because you live far, far away from the water, Suzanne. Well, except for lakes, I suppose. Maybe not terrified, but deeply unsettled, Suzanne. Okay, fair enough. And hey, there you are, Greek letters. Dionysius Larson says, Guten Morgen, Kindergarten. Good to have you here, my friend. Excellent. Glad to have you here. We're just having a little campfire here. Stack of iron, only you know, says Old Man Bird. CSM, we can't imagine you having stage fright. Nah, yeah. Well, you know what? That was before I had a YouTube channel. And funnily enough, having a YouTube channel, I mean, I'm just talking in front of friends right now, right? I mean, it's not like you guys are a strange audience. It's just friends here, right? We just happen to have it's like a video. Remember in the old days when they had the party phone lines and you had like 10 people on a party phone line? This is all it is. It's just one of us has video. That's all. And I can hear you guys. It's just through text, basically. But we can all see each other because as soon as I put it up on the screen, everyone can see each other. And Suzanne, everyone can see, says, Sashi, monkeys are nasty. My grandma had a capuchin. Nasty, dirty little thing. I hated it. Yes, but they make good soup, apparently. Saying hello to Greek letters. And Suzanne says Florida, I believe. Oh, is that where it is? Okay. Sarasota is in Florida. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you're probably right. Suzanne, near my area. It's macaws mostly, says Sashi. Ooh, okay. The power of water compels you, says D.C. Larson. Keep singing, says Suzanne to Tony. I like Candid Stark of Iron too, says Nemesis of Eden. Yeah, me too, man. Some are chain smokers, and others are chain drinkers. Yeah. Fortunately, I never had the money for smoking chain or otherwise. Stark of Iron says, I'll have to entertain once in a while to keep the lights on. Absolutely, Stark of Iron. I hope you do. Scree! Mr. Greek letters, says Nemesis of Eden. You look fine, dear, says Suzanne. Well, thank you. So do you, I'm sure. It's okay, Suzanne. CSF, says Sashi. I chain smoke cannabis. We all do our things. Yeah, I go through my phases there too, Nemesis. Nemesis Yupper, says Suzanne. Yeah, cheers to that. Depends on the day. Depends on how much I've got to get done. How much bookkeeping I've got to study. You can't mix work and pleasure, or you shouldn't. I know the young kids like to mix work and pleasure, especially with their phones. That's not how I was raised. Moderation isn't my strong suit, says Nemesis. Well, it's a work in progress, my friend. Greek Letter says, I'll never understand why people subscribe to me when I'm not a content creator. Oh, well, thank you, Nemesis of Eden. Thanks, Greek Letters, absolutely. I'm sure, I think you have Well, more than a few. Nemesis, have you checked out Fresno, nerd, yet? They are a spliff channel. Spliff being, a marijuana and tobacco cigarette. Greek letters, I'm subdue as well, says Suzanne. Nice. Sashi says, cannabis, stay away from Southeast Asia, except for Thailand. Anywhere else here is bad. Absolutely. Yep, can confirm. I will not touch cannabis anywhere in Asia unless I'm at my friend's house in Japan. Alleged. No, I take that back. That was a dream. No, that was a dream. I'm sure that was a dream. That was probably just a dream. However, Thailand, yes. Koh Tao Island, the scuba diving island, and Koh Chang. Tao meaning turtle and Chang meaning elephant, and Koh meaning island. So, Koh Tao is Turtle Island, and that's for scuba divers and snorkelers. But Koh Chang is just south of Bangkok, and it's Elephant Island. And in the slow season, let me tell you, there's not a whole lot of people there. And if you go down to Koh Chang and go to the eastern edge and go to the one main beach and go all the way to the right, all the way till you hit the cliffs. And there's this hostel, this youth hostel bungalows up on the cliffside, and you go talk to that guy. I'm just saying he might know a thing or two about herbs, maybe. Nemesis of Eden says, hey, you're welcome. I just like your vibes. Yes, absolutely. Tony's vibes. We've all got vibes here, man. And I dig your vibes too, Nemesis. And, Greek letters as well. Yep. Subbing to Greek letters because we like his vibes. Yeah, absolutely. I agree, Nemesis. I have Suzanne, says Nemesis of Eden. They are good people. In Southeast Asia, absolutely they are. They are awesome people. I concur. I can confirm that. At least as far as I've traveled. Nemesis, you're too kind, says Suzanne. It's not fate, God. Joking, says Nemesis of Eden. Greek letters, Dionysus says, okay, choose a topic for discussion. It's either the invasion of Canada or the difference between tacos and tortillas or whatever you want. Well, no, I think we've hashed out the difference between tacos and tortillas. Tortillas are used in the making of tacos. And the invasion of Canada, well, I don't think you're not gonna need to invade us. I think we're going to I think a lot of Canadians are moving out, as far as I can tell. It's a reverse invasion. CSM, that's why you need 2 bags, your wake up weed and your sleepy time weed. That is true. Yeah, your indica and your sativa, that is absolutely true. Different strains hit you differently. Confirmed. Greek letters says in the chat, we don't say cannabis. We say wild Cretan herbs with medicinal abilities. Wild Cretan herbs with medicinal abilities. I like it. It's all legal here. Nemesis, Barbie, and Breezy are great, and they are real, not fake, says Suzanne. Too many words, says Suzanne. Sashi says, Malaysia has a plant called ketum. That's banned as well. I've never had it, but a lot of the old guys partake, usually made into a drink. Ketum, is that related to betel nut or betel nut? Betel nut, Sashi? The one that the old men chew and it turns their gums red and rots out their teeth, turns them black eventually. Betel nut or betel nut. Betel nut. I've seen that a lot in Southeast Asia, Thailand, Cambodia. I don't remember seeing it in Vietnam. There could be. Vietnam was pretty strict though. I think Vietnam was. Is Vietnam still communist? I think Vietnam is still technically communist. So I think they had regulations against that there. Or maybe it's not now, but in 2007 when I was in Vietnam last, I think it was communist then, if I'm not mistaken. I've got to add some more wood to this fire here. Here we go. Hopefully you can still hear me okay. Hopefully you can hear a bit of the fire. And let's see. Stark of Iron in the chat says, "Old Man Bird, Suzanne, if I get supers and megas for requests, I'll do them." Well, that's awesome. Yeah, as you should, Tony. I know you do want to entertain the people that donate to you. Suzanne says, "The invasion of Canada." Laugh my ass off. Who wants it? Most of us don't anymore. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's what I said, man. We're heading south. Until then, watch my uploads all the way through so YouTube can pay me a little, yeah? You got it, Tony. Fucking A. Tacos. Yeah, see there? Oh, now I want tacos. But I just did have some spaghetti not that long ago. It was really good spaghetti. Stark of Iron. Great. I'm smoking a hybrid right now, Suzanne, says Nemesis of Eden. Nemesis of Eden, if I told you that within 6 feet of me there was a 4-foot tall bong, would you be impressed? There's a 4-foot tall bong within 6 feet of me right now. I'm not going to say where, but it's not mine. It won't be here long. It's just here temporarily as a favor. Stark great, says Suzanne. Sashi says it's not the same as betel nut. It's a whole other thing. Oh, okay. So you're familiar with betel nut. I figured you would be, Sashi. And I'm probably mispronouncing it. I'm sure you can tell me how to pronounce it. Betel nut. I think it's betel nut. Not betel nut. Betel nut. Nemesis. I'm jealous. I'm right out. I reload next week, says Suzanne. Dude. Too bad you weren't here. I can help you out. Flour or carrots, says DJ Plate Ice. Wait. Is that cool? Says DJ, says DNAC Larson. Is what cool? Yeah, anything's cool here, my friend. We don't say cannabis, we say wild Cretan herbs with medicinal abilities. Yeah, that's cool. If that's, is that you're talking about? I think that's in Somalia, the plant you can chew. Somalia? Yeah, no, that's cool too. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Wait, is that coal? Oh, coal. I thought that was cool. Sorry. The lighting's a bit weird out here. No, it's not coal. I'm not shoveling coal. No, I'm not burning coal. Don't start rumors. That's bark. I have a lot of bark. See? It's just, it's bark. It's not coal. It's bark. I don't know why biting would convince you. First thing, it's like I'm a toddler. Just put it in your mouth, right? Yeah. Nemesis of Eden says, flour, just some cheap milled stuff, GJ Plans, but it will do. Oh, yes, indeed. Sashi says, I think Vietnam has become similar to China, communist, but welcoming of business. Yeah. Okay, so I was there in 2005, I said. I think it was 2005. It was 2005, because I taught English in Japan in 2004, so 2005. Yeah, they were communists for sure. I found them to be a little, at the time, in 2005, I actually found Vietnam to be a little more strict and less capitalist than China. Especially the farther south you head in China, away from Beijing, it gets even more capitalist. Or it did at the time. I don't want to set foot in China now. After what I've said on social media, I probably will get detained. Stark of Iron says, I love entertaining. I really do. Well, good on you, Tony. Good. You know, keep it up. People like to see it. Greek Letters says, at least SM has managed to confine the fire, tight and concentrated. Yes, consecrated. Yeah, well, it has to be. We are required to just have it. This I can't have it any bigger than this, legally. Especially not if I'm gonna put it on camera. The fines are too big, you know. Suzanne says, Sashi, I know my friends from Paraguay would take the leaves from the coca plant and rub the baby's gums with it when cutting teeth to cut the pain. Yes, that's a true thing. Yeah, the cocoa leaves. Absolutely. That is a real thing. I think Kadam is known as kratom in Thailand, says Sashi. Huh. I've not heard of it, Sashi. Shark Ryan says, but can't be just a hollow copy of my betters. No, absolutely not, Tony. You do your own thing. And you've got my attention, especially when you're yourself and you're talking about things you know, because you have a great wide range of knowledge, it seems. And yeah, I mean, you talk out your ass, same as all of us, but you actually do know some shit, and I'm happy to listen to it. And I know a lot of others are as well. GG Playnice says, I don't pull tubes that are over 2.5 feet. Go, buddy, on that 4-footer. Oh, okay. Yeah, the bong. Yeah, it's not mine. And I hit it twice, and I couldn't do anything for the morning after that. So that's crazy. I'm impressed as Nimbus. Yeah, I'm not kidding. It's not like 3, and it's a full 4 feet tall. It's a full 4 feet. There's like 6 chambers of water. It takes a hell of a lot to pull through it as well. But yeah, don't have anything planned for the rest of that afternoon. Let me tell you that much. Sashi, here they call it kratom, says DJ Playnice. Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't know that. Suzanne says, my fault. I overindulged big time. Hell, I've even smoked more cigarettes than usual. Oh, okay. Well, that's... See, the government is helping us by taxing us on those, and then we don't smoke as much. We're not going to go too much longer anyway. We've been an hour and a half here. It is. Holy fuck. Is it 1:45 in the morning? It is 1:45 in the morning. Okay, yeah, I didn't intend to go. I just wanted... No one else was streaming, and I thought, I don't want to sleep yet. It's still a little warm. But I'm supposed to wake up in 6.5 hours and go to the dump tomorrow because it's dump day. So I better get to sleep before too long. But that's okay. I've got a hose right here. I'll put the fire out. I did get to burn a fair bit of the bark and debris. Sashi says, Suzanne, back in the day, we had a drink we gave toddlers. Calm them down because it had alcohol and their system just shut down. Illegal now. Well, that's similar here, Sashi. In the 70s and 60s, it was not uncommon. It was a regular practice, I think, for mothers to take a little, like a washcloth and put, I want to say Drambuie, but that doesn't sound right. But basically alcohol. Yeah, no, it's brandy. You know what? It's not Drambuie. It's brandy. That's right. Brandy. Yeah, brandy was used in North America back in the day, like hundreds of years ago, as a medicine. It absolutely was. And so back even in the 60s and 70s, take a washcloth, mothers, and it was okay. It was back in the day, and you just put a little bit of brandy just on the washcloth, and it would just numb their gums. I mean, you're not getting the baby drunk or anything like that, YouTube. Calm down, YouTube. It's nothing like that. It's a little bit of alcohol, like putting alcohol on a cut or an open wound, and it just desensitized and numbed it. We're not getting babies drunk here, YouTube, so just settle down. Settle down. Although I'm not against getting babies drunk. I'm just saying, we're open to all things here. I mean, it's the baby's right to choose, right? I guess. Probably not. 4:48 p.m. here, says Sashi. Okay, damn. 3:47 a.m. says DJ Playnice. Holy crap, my friend. Thank you for being here. 2:45 for me, says Nemesis. Thank you for being here. Nemesis, holy shit. Sashi, yes, in the Caribbean, we have the remedies that would be illegal in Canada, says Suzanne. Yeah. Suzanne has Caribbean roots and experience, I believe. Nemesis says, Spidey clearly didn't grow up with the don't put that in your mouth PSA like I did. No, we put everything in our mouth, my friend. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, don't clip that, okay? Nobody clip that. Greek letter says we've got a heat wave over here. I couldn't sleep last night due to the heat. Oh damn! I think we're gonna go down to below 20 degrees Celsius here tonight. But Greek letters, I want to come. I want to come see Greece when it's cold here. So I'm thinking February. This coming February, I'd like to be in Greece. Hopefully it's warmer there. Maybe January, February. We'll see. It depends on finances. Suzanne says CSM. Laugh my ass off. What tax? My smokes are less than half price of what the government charges. No tax. Okay. Yep. The native smokes. I gotcha. Smart. Greek letter says 11:48 in the morning over here in the Mediterranean. Well, that is awesome, man. I love your part of the world. I really do. Absolutely. Mind you, it's been 30 years since I've been in the Mediterranean. Well, no, that's not true. I was in the Mediterranean in 2007, but it was 30 years since I've been over to Italy, like over your way. Did a washcloth in vodka, said Suzanne. Yep. Vodka or brandy. Yep, that's it. Suzanne said, Greek letters, what part of the planet are you in? Well, I'm pretty sure he's in Greece, Suzanne. I'm not being smart. Especially if Greek letters says it's noon. Yeah, that's got to be because England is 8 hours and then Greece is probably. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's 10 in the morning in England right now. So it's got to be. Yeah, noon in Greece. That makes sense. Dip, says Suzanne. Indeed. Yeah, you dipped with the washcloth. Absolutely. Sashi says all that alcohol at an early age may have contributed to my high alcohol tolerance. Indeed, that's funny. Greek letter says Papa got me drunk when I was 5 years old with wine. Turned fine, more or less. That's exactly it. That sounds like a song lyric. Greek letters. Greek letter says, "Don't come over here. It's a shit show. Go to Nagorno Karabakh instead. Nagorno Karabakh. Okay. Oh, all right. I'll look into that. I could listen to you, CSM, for another 2 hours, easy peasy. Oh, hey, thanks, Suzanne. I appreciate that, my friend. But it's been a long day, and I've got a lot to do tomorrow. I've got to be on the ball. So it is, yeah, it's 2 a.m. here. We've been going for an hour and 38 minutes. So, and you know what? The fire, it's still pretty small. So right now, it's pretty easy to put out. I've taken care of quite a bit of the debris here, more or less. So thanks for being here. I appreciate you saying that, Suzanne. Thank you. Suzanne says, Suzanne, I just call him Greek letters because of the way his name looks. I had no idea he's actually Greek. Yeah, I believe so. I mean, who knows? But I believe Dionysius Larson, and I know I'm butchering that pronunciation, is actually over in Greece right now. I believe so. So anyway, good night, everyone. Thanks for being here. Let's see if we can play something fun. Let's play something fun. You know what? I do have something fun. Ooh, let's watch this. This is that? No, that's this is cow puccinos. This is cow puccinos. This is getting coffee and with cow milk in Mexico. What do you mean I can't share a video? Free plan comes with one example video. I can't share a video now with. Oh, you sons of guns. Oh, you sons of guns. I can't share any of this? Oh. YouTube? Oh, no, this is StreamYards. StreamYards, you know what? You're pissing me off, StreamYards. I'm going to switch over to Rumble here pretty quick. Ta-ta to everyone, says Greek letters. All right, see you guys, says Sashi. Peace. Everyone have a great night, says Suzanne. Good to see you all here, Sashi, Suzanne. Everyone have a great night. Good night, folks. Miskatonic Madman. Hey, glad to have you here, my friend. DJ Play Nice says, Canadian Spider-Man, thanks for hosting. You rock. Rest well. Thank you, my friend. Glad to have you here, DJ Play Nice. Everyone. And as well, DJ Play Nice is saying to the chat, be safe, have fun, take care of your crew, and rock. Those are words to live by. Nemesis says, thanks for being an awesome person. Well, now, don't you start spreading rumors there, Nemesis of Eden. Don't you start spreading rumors. All right. Good night, friends. Yeah, we'll see you all tomorrow around the interwebs. Have a good night. I got to put this fire out. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for being here.